All right. Big focus on the scan, big focus on the 10, like a countdown, you know? Everyone had a choice. A little scan, a little story, a little alchemy. I might switch from French to English. You're going to see I'm going to lose some word. I'm going to invent some word. And we're going to learn about some word. Yeah, a lot of energy. You know, we're going to scan the city. So let's start by the tree of Orion. Of the tree of the top. Of the tree of the down. A tree, something about the street. Yeah. Something about, in French they call it branche. A spatial movement. Oh, quelqu'un se dérange. You know, in French it's someone is bothered. Yeah. Oh, someone is scared. Someone is mad. Someone is sad. Something about noblesse. You know, it's royalty. Something about une noce. It's a wedding, you know. Something about honneur. That's a knock, you know. Something that you tie. Someone tried to tie someone. Yeah, they tried to trick them. They didn't know, you know, that we were watching in the back. Yeah. Yeah, they bring my focus on a special view. They didn't have a really good point of view, you know. Their mind were tricked. Yeah. We don't care. No. Because, you know, something is very black from Christmas. Since very big focus on till, from, and since. Something is black. Double. A double take. A double take. A double black. What is take black? Black take. I don't know. Oh, something is dangerous. Nocif, qui est de nature à nuire à l'organisme. Des émanations nocives. Moralement dangereux. Oh, that brings me to a story, you know. Not very far away. Yeah. Let me think about it a little bit, you know. Quelque chose par rapport à un nœud. Quelque chose qui est noir. Quelque chose qui se noircit. Quelqu'un, quelque chose qui tente de noircir quelqu'un, quelque chose. Oh, that brings me to the first story. You know, someone called me in a panic mode the other day. They were very, very scared. They were in pain, you know. They were very, very sad. Yeah, they called me at the right time, I'm telling you. Yeah, right before a sacrifice. And by the movement that they create, you know, to ask for protection. They recall right like they call at the right time the right person. Because, you know, we had the other view. We had the other news information. And we were able to see above it all, you know, above the situation, about the human behavior, about, oh yeah, we were able to see about the human behavior. And that's where I'm here tonight, you know, because I'm going to help you to see, to understand what I saw, what I knew, and why I am here. So yeah, call your mother. I might call Interpol, you know. It's going to help us a lot, you know, for your generation and for mine. Because you're going to learn that you cannot try to sacrifice mine by your fucking traumatic generation trauma. You cannot project, you know, onto my younger generation. You cannot try to get together and trap them in illusion, you know, to try to sacrifice them for money. Stupid. Yeah, let's go to Blueberry City. Let's scan the city right now. It's not very hard. It's very easy to get from A to B for me. If someone is lost in the sea. Yeah, they start to see. Oh, they start to understand. Yeah. Someone receive a bad news. They didn't succeed their plan. Yeah, because they didn't know I was on the back watching them. Yeah, they need money because they are used to look alike, made it look alike. Yeah, they try to impress someone. They thought they were that my generation were easy target because they walk alone because they are so so in French it's foul. In English it's strong. They learn from the mother. They learn from the generation. So I found it very important to print it in the time in their beautiful universe, all their fuckery, and how I trap them, and how they're going, yeah. How are they going to collaborate? I hope so for them, yeah. But they're going to, they're going to talk about it for many generations. So let's print it about it. You don't have to be scared of me. You should be scared of your own entity. You should be scared of the lie, of the manipulation, of the illusion. I don't really know how you're going to make it, to exit your own creation. Oh, I see them run. Yeah, they run, but they can't go nowhere. They just they are trapped. They are trapped together. Oh, they don't laugh anymore. No. uh, uh, uh. Very interesting. When they call on me, when I can't trust family. right. Something about a special spoon, a special spoon of love. There's something about the dream, something about some disturbance, something about some healing. Yeah, I better, yeah, when people come to me and they are asking, yeah, well, we all have a willpower. Yeah, I suppose that the universe works in this mysterious way. But I like it better to work with a human that take the choice of healing, and I don't have to put it on them. So if they didn't attack my own generation, I wouldn't be here tonight to tell the story about them. Yeah, something about the imposition. It's like a natural way of something, link of something, a movement, like from A to B. Yeah, like a natural selection, like a natural. Um, it's special. It's like a double turn of something and hop. It's double turn of something, hop, something, something that imprint something somewhere. Something is offset of something. It's something about the root, the way to be, to create. Someone tried to hide on the border of something. Quelque chose à propos d'une chambre de quelqu'un. Quelqu'un qui peut pas s'enfuir. Quelqu'un qui est pris. By the smoke of their own entity. Yeah, they bring my focus on the fruit of the labor. Yeah, that's why they are scared. Because they didn't add the money and now we're going to help them. Yeah. Because they disturb our peace, yeah. They didn't know we had help. They didn't know that the younger were not alone. At the first offense, I was very practical about it. I tried to see above and I was like, they're going to understand. They're going to work on it, but they didn't work in a way that is very smart. They attack again. Yeah. They try to hide on the web, behind game. They like to play. They don't even know the rule. What the fuck you talking about? Oh, they did it, plan something. Yeah. Yeah, that's a prime thing. That was very important. But they were blind by the illusion. They were blind by the manipulation. It's very funny right now because it's like having one eye closed and seeing everything. Like having just one eyes but be able to see double of thing. Like having just one arm but being able to take the double charge of something. It's like a special power. It's a big focus on the 5 4 5 5 5 5. It's very, very interesting right now because they talk about the prime therapy. That's like a primal something of the nature of the human. In French it's called primal. Cri primal, thérapie primale, technique thérapeutique reposant sur la reviviscence par le malade, notamment au moyen de cris du traumatisme qui est à l'origine de sa névrose. Oh, it's very interesting. And now I'm going to try to translate it for you. It's like a special therapy that a human can use to be able to exercise their own trauma. Often they scream, they cry, they throw a tantrum. They go back to the same energy that they start their fucking crazy thing, you know. No, someone is mad and it's a boss, you know, that's a false leader. Yeah, about a special seat, about a special number or place or yeah, they show me like un français s'il vous plaît, une pièce aménagée. Yeah, that's small. I don't know what is it in English. It's something is hiding in this pièce. Quelque chose de déprimant. Oh, c'est un indice. Yeah, that's like a quest. Something is in a prime time. Something about a prince. A prince? A prince. About friends. Someone tried to run, drive, fuir quelque chose. Fuir quelque chose. They tried to go away. Yeah, but they didn't understood the motto, you know? It's like it's not a rip, it's like, you know what is a motto? Motto? No, not like the vehicle, you know, but it's like, c'est crime. The mojo? I don't know. Just hold on, I have the dictionary right here. I'm going to search it. Oh, someone is a mouchard. Yeah, that's a snitch, you know? They have mouchardé. They snitch someone. They're a little bug, you know? Okay, mojo, mojo. Something about the motorhome. Un motif de quelque chose. Motif de quelque chose. Motif d'un sacrifice. Une certaine lumière, un certain héritage. Une valeur, une couleur. Une signature, une lignée. Oh, someone is going to die. Qui a cessé de vivre, qui semble sans vie. Because they are full of remorse, you know. They start to understand that the last 30, 40 years of trickery is going to catch them. Yeah, they thought that they can go on and fucked up behavior, try to harm people. No, it's not working like that. They're going to finish at the morgue, you know. Yeah. Établissements où sont provisoirement conservés les cadavres non identifiés aux justiciables d'une recherche des causes du décès. Because someone make fun of something of someone, yeah. Oh, and it's they make fun of God. That's a big crime, you know. Mojo, mojo, something about a special watch. something about and the rock of something. Something that is formed by the rock, in the rock. Something about a special moment. Something is going down. Something about the world. Something and about the mojo. M-O-L. Something that I cannot find. Something that is hiding. Something that they cannot find. Something that can go up. Like on the mountain view. Something about a special Mr. Oh, Mr. Monster. No, that's not. That's not. Okay, I'm still going on. Mojo. M-O-N. I don't know if it's exists in French. Something about Molière. H-E-G-E. Mojo don't exist in French. Something about Mochet. Like a friend of Mozart. Oh. Oh my god. Something about a dream. Sleeping. So something about finding someone. Something that hide. Something stupid. Someone stupid. Watch it. Something, something about someone that hide in the back. Something about Mochit. You know, Mo, it's one, and it's it. It's fast. Something start. Yeah. Something about the Judgment Day. Yeah. Something about a special star, a special constellation. To be at the top of something, to have a view of something. No, of offer, to be able to see the manipulation. You know, I have to tell another story. Yeah, let's talk about El Diablo, you know. Let's talk about the entity and the demon. I received a call. Well, I made a call. I was searching for someone, you know. I didn't have any new, so I was very worried. And it was like receiving a call for me. I was very worried, you know, when I received the news. And I have to hurry up and go on my way to find my special someone. First, I didn't add any address, you know, only indication, like a quest. And I wasn't finding that very funny because I was very, very worried, you know. I was calling a loved one and a doctor answered me, give me direction. So I hurry up, you know. I give the indication and I went downtown of the city. When I arrived downtown, you know, there were like a big party, you know. There was 100,000 of human around celebrating the arrival of 226. So when the taxi stopped, you know, a lot of people came around the car. They tried to get in. They tried to pay double or triple for the service of the taxi. But then a gentleman was very nice with me and he held the taxi for me because I was going in a hurry to try to find my loved one. So there was like, I don't know, 7, 8 people around my door. And I wasn't able to get out of the taxi. You know, I have to slam. I opened the door very fast. I slam it on the human to be able to get out. You know, I'm not very tall, but I'm telling you, it's yeah, that's a very good thing that all the half human collaborate this night on. Because I was with someone that was very taller than me and very bigger than me, but they were scared because of all the crazy human around, you know. Because when crazy humans get together, they think they have a special power. But can tell you that they're going to remember me. Because so I slammed the door on the enemy, you know, and they were looking at me like they were mad, and I was looking at me like, try me. But they didn't try. They let me pass, you know. So I closed the door and I opened the way because there was a lot of human in front of me. And I think that they were not very scared of me because, you know, I'm not very tall. But I think that they very felt my energy because I slammed 2 or 3 human with my shoulder, you know, to be able to pass through the crazy. And no one say anything, no. not one fucking loser. So I went where I was supposed to go, but I wasn't at a good address, that was not the good indication that I received. So I went back to the taxi, and when I go when to my door, the same stupid human were to side of the car, and they were looking at me, and I look at them, and they didn't say anything. So I jump in my taxi, and I tell them I called back, on the to get the direction and a angel nurse, yeah, let's call them like that, told me your address, so we put the location on and we go through the other direction. So when I finally arrive, I run, and I found my loved one, and he was okay, got to protect them. But there's a special chaos that happened inside of me this night, because on the first attack of the blueberry from the blueberry city, yeah, I was like, oh well, we're going to alchemize it all. We're going to help them. We're going to bring them some ability, some way to remember why it all matter. But on the second night, was like, okay, let's take a look around. Let's take a look above. Let's see the behavior. Let's see the illusion. Let's see from A to Z how this cow was created. And when I look around, I saw friend. I saw family. They call themselves friend. They call themselves family. But they don't protect. They don't value. They destroy and they laugh. They abandon the loved one. Yeah, they travel, They travel to bring them to somewhere. And after when they get tricked by the entity, friend, family, validation, party, they think that they have no responsibility. So that's how they try to start my hair and the one from our generation. And that's why they were not ready for this war. Because we come from peace, from love. And they come from chaos and hate. They don't have any power. So it's true that we find it very usual, like a particle or particle, that they operate under illusion for money, for power, and now they are trapped. But we're going all to learn together. They better stop to attack.